Hey friends, happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Welcome to my live, and if you happen to be watching later, welcome to the replay. I'm glad that you are here. Once you hop on either the live or the replay, say hi in the comments or hashtag replay and let me know that you are here, and let me know where you are watching from. If you happen to be looking for inexpensive, easy to use, easy to clean DIY projects, you are in the right place. I do want to let you know that I am live in 3 locations this evening. So if you hear me refer to a comment that you don't see in your comment feed, that person may be viewing from a different platform. Also, if you are live watching in my private Facebook group, there is a permission link in the description of the video. Clicking that link just allows StreamYard to pin your profile name and pic to your comments. If you choose not to click that link, that's A-OK, and that's completely up to you. Just know that your comment will show up as Facebook user in my comments during the live. I'll say hi to you, I'll interact with you, I'll answer any questions. I may just not know who I am talking to. So let's go. And also, one last thing, if at any time during the project you like what you see and you think others should also see it, please feel free to spread the craft love around Facebook and YouTube. Tag your crafty friends, invite them to watch along with you. Excuse me, got a slight tickle. Hit that heart button, hit that thumbs up button, turn on notifications, subscribe depending on what platform you are on, and that would help me, and that also helps other creators as well when you are on their lives or replays. So I greatly appreciate it. So with that, let's go say hi. See that Jason is watching from the other side of the door, and another Robin is on. Welcome, Robin. Long time no see. I hope you're doing well, and welcome. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera around so I can show you the project that we are working on this evening. So last week, because I am now in the Club 50s, let's go ahead and do this too. Flip that around. Because I am in the Club 50s, I got the great privilege of having my very first colonoscopy done last week. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it definitely was not a walk in the park. So I got this great little souvenir bag for participating in that. So we're going to upcycle. You know, I've done a few upcycles of these bags before. So we're going to upcycle this one. I'm not a big fan of purple. If you've been around the block here a few times, you know the only time that I use purple is primarily around Halloween. So because I won't be keeping this in my bag repertoire because it's purple, I thought it would be perfect to upcycle into a trick-or-treat bag. Robin says the kids and her are doing great in your new home. And thanks for asking. And yeah, our grow groups are definitely different these days. So I hope all is well. I did forget to grab one thing, so I'm going to grab my ink mat really quick. Hold that thought. Let's see, is that going to even fit in there? Probably not. So let's just check before I sit back down if this one is going to fit. It's not, but you know what? We can make it work. So we're going to use a piece of the canvas banner that I've already used for another project. So we'll rip it into the size that we need. We're going to be using this transfer tonight, the Ghosts and Goblins, Spooks Galore, Scary Witches at Your Door. So this one is the Haunting Night transfer. And then the colors of ink that I am using are Orange Peel, Regal, which is not a current color, but you could easily mix colors to make this purple. black, velvet, and kiwi. Kiwi is also not another color that's not current, but you could probably mix a little bit of meadow and maybe bumblebee to get a lime green. So those are the colors, and then of course I've got some fun additions to it after we are finished with it. So I'm going to cut this down really quick. Robin's saying hi to Candy, but I don't see Candy on. I need to cut this a little bit. So Chalk Couture carries ink mats, but you know my hack of using cutting mat, sticky mats for ink mats. They work great and they're cheap. And since they're cheap, I don't mind cutting this one up so that it fits. So I'm just going to cut the edges off. So Chalk Couture carries two sizes of ink mats, a 17 by 17 and an 11 by 23. The 11 by 23 is great because you can cut it into lots of different sized pieces. And then the 17 by 17 is great for like when you're doing 18 by 18 pillows. So this is a sticky mat, and so it's going to go inside of our project, and it's going to do a few things. The biggest is it's going to keep my ink from soaking through to the backside. Number two, it's also going to help stabilize my fabric. So you can see I've really been able to get a lot of the wrinkles out. Actually, I don't want to do that, you ding-a-ling. I'm not inking on the bag. And the reason I'm not inking on the bag is because these aren't very iron friendly, and you need to be able to heat set the ink. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Okay, so let's rewind like Andy does. So let's cut a piece of fabric that is going to be big enough. Robin, you're getting ahead of yourself. So what I like to do is just cut a little notch, and then I'm literally going to tear it. And then I want to do the same thing to this side. I'm going to cut a little notch, like right there. I don't want to take off too much, but I want to get that same frayed edge on both sides. Robin, you tell yourself that I totally had to do a big old rewind there. Okay, so then let's cut a tiny piece here. Again, I'm cutting right there. I need to push my board up. And then I'm going to tear this piece off, maybe. And then, great. And I'm literally just eyeballing this. Okay. Put those to the side. Okay, so now we have our piece of fabric. And that's going to go on the ink mat. You silly goose. Okay, so you can see I have a lot of wrinkles in this piece of canvas. So watch what happens when I smooth it down onto the ink mat. So if I did have this in my bag, it would help protect the backside of whatever project I was working on. Two, it stabilizes your fabric, and it literally takes most of the wrinkles out of whatever you're working on. Okay, so this is our silkscreen reusable transfer from Chalk Couture. So it is adhesive backed. So it has sticky on the back. It is reusable about 8 to 12 times depending on how well you take care of it. So because it's reusable, I need to note somehow that this is the back side. So you can either write the transfer name or you can just write the word back. If you were watching on Monday, some of the newer transfers will now come with a yellow back. I don't think I have any of those. I put them all away. But they're kind of tinted on the back side, so you won't have to write anything on the back side anymore because it will already be tinted. So I wrote on the back side so that I know when I'm done cleaning this and I'm ready to store it, that the transfer goes on this side. And because I'm using this for an ink project on fabric, I'm not going to fuzz it because I want it to be as sticky as possible. I also want it to be a little bit straighter than that. So let's try that again. Oh, lousy, Robin. I'm not doing very well. I should probably just start this whole thing over. Good golly. Maybe it's my fabric that's crooked. We're going to go with that. My fabric's crooked. We'll just, excuse me, we'll just go with this. So I'm getting it good and burnished. Okay, so again, our colors are orange peel, Regal, which is, again, not a current color, so you'll have to do some color mixing. Lime is also not a current color. Color mixing would work perfect. And then black. So I have 4 colors, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 8 lines. So that'll work perfect. We just have to figure out what our color, how we want our colors to go. I think we'll go orange first. And I may not have even, this one is brand new from last year. So I'm just going to pull that back a little bit. And kiwi. So these are heat set permanent inks. So you just need to heat set them. You can heat set them on glass. You can heat set them on fabric. And so then I also need 4 squeegees. So I think I'm just going to go down the line. And ink these up. Make it pretty easy. I'm also going to, before I get started, I'm going to get out a few wipes because I will probably need them. Because I definitely want to make sure my hands stay fairly clean. Because if I touch any part of this with my inked hands, it will stay there. Okay, so we're just going to start with this first line. And I need to slow my roll so I don't go over the top or into the next line. So I'm just covering up that silk screen. I want to make sure I get all of the tips and the toes of each letter. And since this is ink, I don't have to worry about going super fast. I can take my time. So now I'm going to go into the kiwi. So we're doing the spooks galore. So whether you're watching live or on the replay, if you would give me a jack-o'-lantern emoji in the comments if you like to decorate for Halloween. And then also give me an orange heart if you like cute Halloween decor. Give me a black heart if you like the creepy stuff. Jason gave me a jack-o'-lantern. He likes to decorate for Halloween. Okay, so this is Regal. Again, it's retired, but it would be super easy to make a purple ink with red and blue ink. Pretty sure we've got a couple blue inks. Jason likes to do both. He put in an orange and a black heart. Robin put in an orange heart, so she likes the cute Halloween decor. So I'm just using my squeegee to spread the ink over all of the silkscreen areas. So the ink is great for like graphic t-shirts, tea towels, tote bags. What else have I made with the ink? You can do like glass tumblers. It's a little squeegee, that one won't work. Okay, so we're going in with black. So I'm going to try to dry this live tonight so that we can get it stuck to our bag. Last time I did a double-sided bag, so I was able to do one ahead of time, and then I was able to heat set that one, the dry one, but do the side B live. This bag is single-sided. It's looking kind of weird, like it's seeping. Hope not, but oh well. So now we're doing the jack-o'-lanterns. So now I'm just removing the excess because I can put that back in my jar. So now we're going on to the kiwi. So I do have if you're watching on YouTube, I do have a cart link already in the description that has all of the products, current products listed that I'm using tonight. If you're on Facebook, I will add that into the comments later on. So let's come into the Wishing You a line. I need to have some classes again for like graphic tee, making your own graphic tees and stuff like that. It's been kind of crazy. Oops. Okay, last line. I got a little regal into the tip of my H, so I'm hoping my black will cover it. It should. Now if it were white, that would be a problem. Okay. I'm going to put these in my little... Oops, I probably shouldn't have done that yet in case I have a poop sticks. In case I have a boo-boo. Okay, so I'm going to clean my hands. It's been a while since I've done an ink project. So you want to be really diligent about cleaning your hands, because if I go to touch the edge of my canvas, oops, what happens? You don't want to see me big. If you go and touch your canvas with something with inky fingers, then that will it will end up on your project, most likely permanently. So I'm going to peel it back fairly slowly. That way, if I find an area that I've missed, let me get it differently because I really messed that one up. I think there was the H. I missed the tip. Okay. Now, I can put all this stuff away. So this is super easy to clean. I just need a water source like a sink, or sometimes I have a water tub in here. You just clean it with water and usually a board eraser, which I have all of that. I'll have all that linked in the cart link. You can just use regular water. So I'm going to put the lids on these so I don't end up with, get them out of the way. Amanda, hello, Miss Amanda. She's been around. She says, do I see purple? You do, and you see purple because it's Halloween. That is the only time, usually the only time you will see this girl use purple. It's a Halloween. And look what we're putting it on. So this is my colonoscopy souvenir from last week. I survived. I still have a slight bruise. So we're putting this on hopefully our purple bag. Because, this girl is not keeping a purple bag. So let's peel this Oh, actually, let me dry it. Let's dry it a little bit on the mat, and then I'll pull it off. I'm going to get the hair dryer out for this one because I want to try to get it fairly dry so that we can heat set it and put it on our bag. So Amanda, I asked a couple of questions earlier. Put a jack-o'-lantern in the comments if you decorate for Halloween, and also put an orange heart if you like cute Halloween decor, and put a black heart if you like creepy, spooky Halloween decor. So far, Jason put an orange and a black heart. Robin put an orange heart. Yes, Jason would sit out. He would be one of those that sits outside all night long and jump scares all the little kiddos to where they don't come back anymore. And I'm the cutesy one. I'm going to turn this up a little bit. So Amanda put a jack-o'-lantern because she does decorate for Halloween. And she also likes cute and spooky decor. Okay, let's put that to the side. It actually feels. I'm going to give it a couple of more good. Amanda says she's ready to start decorating for fall, but she's holding off for a bit. I bought a few fall things from Linda's booth at Junk in the Trunk. So I have a few pieces out. Of course, also up until you came over, you brought Oliver over a couple last week, I still had an Easter wreath out as well. Oops. Okay. I think it actually feels fairly dry. So, I'm gonna put up. Let me find the heat setting directions. So these are the heat setting directions when you're heat setting on fabric. If you have like a Cricut Easy Press or an actual like clamshell heat press, you want to set your heat press for at 305, and you want to do the front side for. You also are going to cover it with parchment paper, or if you have a Teflon sheet, you can use that as well for 30 seconds. You kind of want to move it around slowly. And then I usually always flip stuff over, and I'll, like if I'm doing a t-shirt, I'll put the parchment paper in between the t-shirt so that the ink on the inside part doesn't transfer to the back. And I always do the back side for 30 seconds. If you're using a home iron, It says up to 4 minutes. You definitely want to put your iron to the heat setting that corresponds with the fabric that you're using. So I have this little that's the max. I just have this little travel iron that I like to use for these kind of projects. And so I just kind of move it around. You'll be able to feel like right now it's kind of tacky. Like the A is kind of tacky. And that'll go away once it's fully heat set. Hopefully I don't have this too high. And you definitely want your parchment paper down, because if this isn't fully dry, your ink's going to come up onto your parchment paper. But better your parchment paper than your actual project or your iron or heat press. So I just kind of move it over gently. You can kind of keep it in the same spot for a little bit, but you run the risk of scorching. Things that way. I'm so ready for fall temps. It's not even funny. Let's check that. That's pretty good. I'm going to go a little bit more. But it must be fairly dry because it doesn't come off on my parchment paper. Okay. That's pretty good. Okay, so let's flip it over. We'll do the back side. This just helps, like if you still have a little bit of wet ink on like the base layer, you can get it, you can kind of heat set it and dry it from the back side. It's probably overkill, but it never hurts. And again, this is just one of the 9 by 12 banners that I cut up. Okay, we're done with that. So now let's move that out of the way so I don't burn myself. Let's just turn it off. Okay, let's bring in our bag. I'm going to put my ink mat inside just to kind of help hold the bag down and give me a little bit more of a flat surface, because I have the inside of the bag that kind of giving me some additional lumpy bumpies. So this way it'll give me kind of a more of a flat surface to work with. I don't know, did any of you ever get those shirts? I don't know if it was just an 80s thing, or 70s maybe even, when, you know, it says my parents went to the Grand Canyon and all they brought back was this crummy t-shirt or something. That's kind of what this bag reminds me of. I had to endure 42 hours of no eating for this crummy bag. Okie doke. Where'd my tape go? So I think this is my Thermo Web. It's fusible tape. It's literally just double-sided sticky tape for fabric. So I think that's what we're going to use. Hopefully I have enough. So I'm going to move that out of the way for right now. And I just got this at Hobby Lobby. I think you can get it at Walmart. Scissors. And you can leave yourself like a little, kind of like you're sewing, just leave yourself a little allowance, and then that allows the fabric to fray a little more. Actually, I don't have to let go of it. Oops. My bad. I still have to cut it. Okay, so that. I'd like to do the whole thing, but I don't know if I have enough. So we'll see. I bet I do. Okay, I just want to see. I definitely want to try to put some on the insides of these little bag runner things. This may not be perfect, but sorry, I'm concentrating. Does anybody have any big plans for the long weekend? I think I can get maybe 2 more strips. That should be sufficient. I have 11 billion projects that I need to, craft projects that I need to try to get done. I have an event in October that I should have already started on, and I haven't. So I'm just making sure that this is down really good. And this should make it easier for me to remove the tape. And I think I'll just go ahead and remove. Just remove it all. The big South Central game is Friday. Ooh, it's going to be a hot one. And why did they start moving that game to the very beginning of the season? Hey, speaking of, does G-Dog, does he play freshman or JV or both? Because I was looking at the schedule. Isn't there a game on Monday, Labor Day? That would be a fun game to go to on Friday, but it's going to be a hot one until the sun goes down. I'm sticking it to myself. Okay, hopefully I get this straight. Probably shouldn't have peeled all those off. Actually, let's at least put it this way. Okay, I want to flip it over just so I can kind of get an idea of where I need to place it. Because I'm just going to go between this seam and that seam because I still want to put a big tassel there or something. So, okay, that helps. Amanda says he plays Monday. Oh, at 10. Oh, my. Oh, they moved it because of the heat. Oh, well, we'll have to consider that. So, does he play both? JV and freshman? Because I noticed, I think there were separate games for both. Here goes nothing. It's super sticky. Yeah, I don't think I got the fabric straight up there, but I am not worried about it. So looky there. You can't even tell it was one of those souvenir colonoscopy bags. Robin says it looks so good. Thank you very, very much. Just freshman. JV will play after freshman Friday morning or... Oh, I'm confused. So if you want it to fray more, you can just start pulling out some of the pieces, and that tape will help keep it from fraying all over. Okay, so let's add our finishing touches. I don't think I'm going to add any white, but I have orange bandanas. I have some boo fabric. I have purple bandanas only for Halloween. I have some lime green. I have some black and white stripe. Here's some more boo. There's some green. Bandanas are one of my favorite things to use as fabric scraps because they're super inexpensive. They come in a ton of colors. I think I have plenty of them. And they even have, sometimes Hobby Lobby will have seasonal ones. Let's find a few purple ones. Amanda said, sorry, she typed too fast. G-Dog will play freshman on Monday morning at 10. The JB also plays Monday morning after the freshman. Got it. Oh, we may have to think about that. Okay, so I need a few black and whites. So I'm going to attempt to make a quasi tassel. It'll be a little different, just because these pieces they aren't long enough to double over. Let's get one more purple. I think I've got 4 of each ish. Yeah. Okay, we'll just put this to the side because I might need more. We'll see. I am just need to figure out how to attach it. I was also going to add one of these balls, but I forgot they only have one hole. They're actually dowel rod end balls, so I'm going to have to drill some of those, or have Jason drill some of those. Okay, so let's just grab one of each. kind of see what we got going here. This way we can kind of scatter them out. And try not to put all the oranges together. Okay, so that's kind of what we have. And I just thought I would, I could either just tie them like that, which actually might not look bad since they are shorter. And this way you could see the whole design. So maybe I like the hanging down tassels though. Let's just we also need to figure out a way to hang it. So this piece will be my hanger. And then this piece will secure everything together. It's kind of how I have it going in my head, but we'll see. So I'm just going to tie it together. So then here's my little tie piece. Except for I need to figure out how to get it back here. To where this knot is, and then I can hide it there when I tie it onto the bag. Probably it's not the best, but it's not the worst. Which one is that one? Is that this one? One of these is really short or long. Yep. Okay. How's that look? That look cute? Okay, so let's put the bottom of the back in. Take my ink mat out. And we'll see what we have. Let's go this way. So there is our cute little, cute little trick-or-treat bag. Can't hardly. Amanda says, yep, super cute. I don't mind the tassel. I think it's cute. I like that this part kind of sticks up a little bit. It'd be fun if I could find a cute little Halloween or pumpkin dangle, little witch or little cute little witch. Some of these purple ones ended up long. Jason says he loves it. So now I just have to figure out where I want to take it. If I'm going to put it at junk in the trunk, or at raised rustic, or flipping fabulous. Which one is this one? No, not the one I want. That's okay. I like it. I think it turned out super cute. Okay, so while I'm thinking about it, because if I don't, I'll forget, let's do our giveaway from this morning. So I'm going to grab my phone. So I have all 4 comments pulled up. It was a fun game. It was a list of national monuments, and it said, which ones have you seen with your own eyes? Some of you have not, Jason, have not been very many places. Others of you, like Elaine, has gone to all 30 plus, except one. So she's been everywhere. So here are our comments. I'm going to confirm those, and I'm going to hit start. I'm going to draw again. Let's see if I can draw again. Let's redo that. Okay, so I'm going to load comments. I'm going to confirm. Oh, Amanda she says okay. She got in on the hair of her chinny chin chin. So it's a good thing we're redrawing. Elaine is the winner this evening. Congratulations, Elaine. I will get with her and let her know that she is the winner this evening. So just be checking. I try to go live, excuse me, on Mondays and Wednesdays at 7:15, 7:30-ish Central Time. And usually on those mornings, I do a check-in post. So if you participate in that check-in post, that is your entry into that night's Happy Mail giveaway opportunity. So be checking my Facebook page, Robin's Egg Blue Creations, on Mondays and Wednesday mornings for those check-in posts. And you get some pretty fun little goodies, I think. So with that, I'm going to hop off. I'm hoping, I say this every Wednesday, I hope to go live this weekend, especially since it's a longer weekend. But we'll see how much I get done. So I'm not going to promise anything. So if I don't see you this weekend, have a great long weekend for those of you that get a 3-day weekend. If you don't, still, I wish you a happy weekend. Have a great rest of the week, and I will see you later. Thanks for watching.